About 3 o'clock I got a phone call from a mate of mine, just wondering how to top the pressure up in his boiler. 20 minutes later, he's rung me again. Mark, pressure's dropped again in my boiler. Well, what are you doing at home? He went, just nailing some floorboards down. I think we all know how this is going to pan out. Just on my way over there now. Let's see what he's done. My money's on a nail pipe. Right, so I'm back at the customer's house that I put a couple of bathrooms in before Christmas, and unfortunately he's dropped something on the worktop and chipped the worktop. So just picked up a new worktop. I've got to go and take the old sink tap worktop out and replace it for the new one. So we'll get in there and see what's what. Right, so this is the ensuite that I put in just before Christmas, and unfortunately he's dropped something on it and just chipped it. So we've got to take the sink out, take the tap out, unbolt it from underneath, cut the silicone off, take that worktop off, get the new one on.
You're a man of your talents, Ted.
I'm sure I'll find a way. Right, so that's the unit out. We just cleared the silicone up from the side. It's over there, so we've now got to try and get the bowl out somehow. It's going to be a bit tricky, I think. Time for the old wallpaper scraper trick to get the bowl off, I think, under there. Here we go, it's coming off now. Ooh. Right, so we got the sink off, that's the old worktop. New worktop here. So we're going to measure it and then offer it up in place, and then we can get the tap and the sink waste cut out of it. Just have to be really careful cutting these because they're laminate. Right, there we go, new top in. Just going to bolt it out underneath now and then mark out for the sink and the tap to go back in. Connect it back up. Yeah, got it off somehow. In case you do it again?
Yeah. I'll put it in the garage just in case.
As a reminder.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got the 2 holes in, so what I'll do now is silicone that back edge and down there, and then we can start refitting them bits. Right, okay, so we'll silicone around here. And I'll use my silicone tool and show you exactly how good it is. Right, so these, no nonsense, basically silicone tool from Screwfix. I think they're like a tenner or something like that. But what you've got is the angles, so they sit in there like that and you just scrape them along. But you've got like 8mm, 10mm, 6mm, 5, and then you've got like a clean cut edge one there. So what we'll use on here, I think it'll be, if we go 6mm, yeah, if we go 6mm, I'll show you exactly how good they are. So you literally get a bit of a big wipe. So run the silicone bead down there, as you can see, over put a bit more in there, because this just scrapes it off a treat. So if we just go in like that, just pull it along, wipe it off again, and then just switch it round to the other side and it'll get the bit off the wall up. Look how neat that is. Perfect, so we'll go all the way along. Even when you mess up a little bit like that, just come straight off. And you can just wipe it over. Right, so that's ready now. We'll start refitting the tap and the sink now. Right, so we've got the tap back in, bowls back in, and the new worktops on. We'll just connect up the sink now and the tap, and have a test. Right, there we go. All back in, new worktop. I'll tell Craig to not damage this one. There we go, done and dusted. New worktop in. With no scratches in it. So it's 10 to 4 Saturday afternoon. About 3 o'clock I got a phone call from a mate of mine, just wondering how to top the pressure up in his boiler. So I told him how to do it. 20 minutes later, he's rung me again. Mark, pressure's dropped again in my boiler. I went, Craig, what are you doing? He went, what do you mean? I went, well, what are you doing at home? He went, just nailing some floorboards down. I think we all know how this is going to pan out. Just on my way over there now. Let's see what he's done. My money's on a nailed pipe.
No, thank you. Yes.
So we've just got here and we've got water along the top of the ceiling. It's coming down the light into this nice bucket. Bit of water there. So yeah, basically this guy has drilled a pipe, nailed a pipe, sorry. Office workers should stay in the office. So what Craig thinks is, he's this board with all the squiggly lines and the X's that say pipes underneath. We think we've nailed this one. Right, we've got the culprit. Yeah, nailed through that pipe.
Why that pipe?
Right, so that's the pipe that was in, obviously nailed, both sides. So we've cut that out and we'll replace that with a pipe and suck all this water up. So we've repaired that one there, and we just thought we'd better check where the customer had nailed in the pipes further along. It's a good job we did. We've got another little one there. So we've cut in a new bit there, cut the old bit out, and a new bit there for these. So we nailed that bit and that bit. There we go, Saturday afternoon DIY job. A mate of mine nailing his floorboards down on a Saturday afternoon, and hit one bit of pipe in two different places. So good shot, Craig Fletcher. Yeah, so consistency is key there. Yeah, so just cut the bits of pipe out, resoldered it, couplers, repressurised it, away you go. So yeah, sorted, panic over.